Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to show you how to make a sign out of pallet wood. So if you want to see this, stick around. If you're new to my channel, hello, welcome. My name is Sarah and I'm a homeschooling mom of 5 and I like to do videos on homeschool, motherhood, organization, and DIYs. So if you like that kind of content, consider subscribing below. And don't forget to hit the bell button so that you're notified every single time I upload a video. So like I said, we are making signs out of pallet wood today. I took 2 pieces of pallet wood and I just cut them down to the size I wanted. And all 3 of these are 14 inches. Now what we're going to do, once you have your pallet wood, is we're going to go sand them and then stain them. So let's get crafting. All right, so I'm just going to sand these down. First, I'm going to use a 50 grit sandpaper, and then I'm going to go down to this 120 to smooth it out. Okay, so now that these are sanded, I am going to be using some acrylic paint. I'm going to use brown and black, and I'm just going to squirt it in this little cup, and then I'm going to add some water, and I'm going to use it like I would a stain. I don't have any actual stain, so I'm just improvising for now, but this works so great. I have done this with multiple things and it works wonders. It works just like a stain and it looks absolutely beautiful. So then I'm just going to take this wet washcloth and I'm going to just wipe it down. And I'm just going to do this to the rest of these. Now that I have all 3 of these stained, I kind of decided I want it to be a little darker. So what I did is I just added some more black into this. And I'm going to do this again and do the same thing. So now it's this darker color. So this versus this, it's a little darker and I like this dark. So I'm going to, again, do this to all 3 of these. So now that these are the color that I like, I'm gonna let them sit out here to dry and we are gonna go make a stencil to put on these. This is the design that I made and all I did was I downloaded a font. Maybe I could do a separate tutorial on how to download fonts, but this is not that. So what I did is I just pretty much, we have all these buttons right here, down here. And I did the shapes one and then I just made these brown rectangles. And I made one and then I duplicated it and then I went to text. Then I found the font that I wanted and then I just added it on top of the rectangles. So the whole reason I added rectangles is so that I can visualize how big I want the letters and all of that and what it's gonna look like. When I cut this out, I am going to hide all of the rectangles because I'm only gonna cut out the words. Okay, so now here is my mat. I moved it on my mat where I wanted it to cut on and I'm just cutting these 2 out first and then I'm gonna have to put another piece of like vinyl on there to cut the next stencil. Okay, so I know you can't really see this, but it's asking what material I want to set it to. I am setting it to vinyl and then it's asking me to load my mat. And now it's gonna cut. That one is cut out and now I'm going to put some more stuff down so I can make the last stencil. So the next thing we are going to do is weed out all of the letters. So because this is a stencil, we want to weed out the inside like this. Okay, so here are the stencils. Now that these are dry, we're going to stencil them. So I'm gonna do one at a time, and we're gonna take this. Okay, so here is my transfer tape, and I'm actually gonna move all this because I don't want to stick to the newspaper. And we're gonna stick this on here like that, and pull off the stencil. And then we're gonna place the stencil on here. The next thing we're doing is adding the paint. I'm using Waverly chalk paint. You can get this at Walmart. I think I paid like maybe $8 for this. And I'm just going to use this foam brush. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to just kind of dab. Okay, so you also want to peel this off kind of wet because otherwise it will kind of take the paint with it. Look how cute that came out. There we have it. Now we're gonna let this dry. And then after that, I'm gonna add some Modge Podge over it. You can also use polyacrylic. I just don't have that right now. So yeah. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to Modge Podge this just to give it a finish. You could also use polyacrylic as a top coat as well. And it's white, but it will dry clear. Okay, so now I am going to wrap some of this twine or jute around each end. And then I'm going to hot glue it thing I'm going to do is attach all of these together. But before I do that, I'm going to drill holes in this one at the top so that I can make it hang. So I don't drill into my countertop, I'm putting a piece of wood under it. To get this through it, I took one of these needles, it's like a bigger needle, and I am going to push it through. I was gonna glue these, but then I decided I'm just making holes in every one of them, and I might just string the whole thing through. Just to make sure it's secure, I'm gonna hot glue it down. And there we have it, the finished product. So how cool. I'm gonna hang it like that, and they all hang together. I can't wait to hang this up in my boys' room. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed making this DIY palette sign with me today. If you did, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And if you like content like this, consider subscribing below. And don't forget to hit the bell button so that you're notified every single time I upload a video. Alright guys, have a blessed day.